Dear students, you have read about differences between metal and non-metal on the basis of physical properties. But you haven't read differences on the basis of chemical properties. So basically, everybody read the metal and non-metal, but we are going to discuss their differences on the basis of chemical properties. So metal and non-metal, they are entirely different from one another in respect to chemical nature. So first of all, we will see the differences on the basis of action with mineral acids. So metal generally react with dilute mineral acid to liberate hydrogen gas. So as you have read that metal react with acid to form hydrogen gas, but non-metal do not liberate hydrogen gas. So this is the first differentiation on the basis of action of acid. Metal displace hydrogen and non-metal do not displace hydrogen. Second point, nature of oxides. So metal generally form metallic oxide which are basic in nature, and as well as they are ionic in nature. But non-metal, they form acidic and neutral oxides both. Example for, you can see that sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide and phosphorus pentaoxide. These are non-metallic oxide and these are acidic, and CO, carbon monoxide and N2O5, these are neutral oxides and these are covalent in nature. So two point differences are here, that metal oxides are basic, non-metal oxides are acidic and neutral. Metal oxides are ionic in nature and non-metal oxides are covalent in nature. Now the third differences you can see. Combination with hydrogen gas. So whenever metal combine with hydrogen, they form their hydrides. You have read about lithium hydride, sodium hydride, calcium hydrides. And these hydrides are ionic in nature. But you will see that non-metal combine with hydrogen and they form hydrides. But their hydrides are stable. You can see hydrogen combine with chlorine, it form hydrochloric acid, hydrogen sulfide H2S, CH4 methane, NH3 ammonia, PH3 phosphorus trihydride. So these hydrides are stable and these are covalent in nature. So non-metallic hydrides are covalent character and metallic hydrides are ionic in character. So this one is the third differences. Now coming to the fourth differences, you can see combination with halogens. They combine with halogens to form a well defined and stable crystalline solid. So halogens, what are halogens? Group 17th elements, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, these are halogens. So these gases, when combined with metal, they form a crystalline solid. Like you have seen that this sodium metal react with chlorine to form sodium chloride, potassium react with bromine to form potassium bromide. Now non-metals. So non-metal, when reaction with halogens, they form unstable, their halides are unstable and they undergo hydrolysis readily. Example are PCl5 and PCl3, phosphorus pentachloride and phosphorus trichlorides. So repeating once more, Non-metals form halides which are unstable and they can hydrolyze easily. Now the fifth point, electrochemical behavior. So metal are electropositive in character. That means metal having tendency to lose electrons and therefore they form cation. They form cation in solution and are deposited on the cathode, and when electricity is passed through their solution. And non-metal, they are electronegative in character. That means they have tendency to gain electron. They form an ion in solution and liberate at the anode, or what they liberate at the anode when the salt solution are subjected to electrolysis. That means when salt solutions are subjected to electrolysis, then they liberate anion at anode. So hydrogen is an exception here. Remember, hydrogen is exception. It usually form positive ion in and it liberate at cathode. The last point is oxidizing or reducing behavior. So metals behave reducing agent because they have tendency to gain metals behave as reducing agent because they have tendency to lose electron. That means metal loses electron. You can see that sodium metal is here. It loses one electron, therefore it forms sodium plus ion. Now non-metal, they generally behave as a oxidizing agent because they have tendency to gain electrons. So you know that metals having valence electron and that can be lost easily, but you know that non-metals having incomplete octet, therefore they can gain electrons. So metals are reducing agent and non-metals are oxidizing agent. I hope you understood all these differences very well. Repeat more and more times this video and you will learn. Till then, thank you very much.